Welcome to the Sip and Chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Um, as I wait for my co-host, Miss Nexie. I hope you guys are all doing well. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to the channel members. Shout out to everybody. As I wait for my co-host still, I just want to say to everybody, I really appreciate you guys being a subscriber of this channel. Thank you so much for always showing up to every single sip and chat. We are on episode number, I believe we're on episode 97. I think so. So, this week we're going to be talking about a really good topic. This week's topic is based on something that I think it's important for us to talk about, and that's people who think that they're slick. And I got this not from myself, I got this from my sister girl, always that girl. And she gave me that idea when she was saying people who think they're slick. That's the reason for the inspiration. So I want to give credit where credit is due. It did not come from me, it came from her. And I feel like this is a good topic to talk about because there are some people that you just have to watch them. You have to watch them. And you also have to be very careful of who you trust, who you give your heart, because everybody doesn't deserve, your trust. Everybody doesn't deserve your heart. Everybody don't deserve that. So I think that's something that's important to bring out as well. Not everybody deserves to be trusted, and we can't trust everybody. But before I took a few steps ahead, I wanted to say to everybody, welcome to the sip. And what you're sipping on, make sure you have your drink ready. What are you guys sipping on? What are you guys drinking? I'm gonna wait for my co-host to come in to tell you guys what I'm sipping on today. But yeah, I got my drink ready and available. Took my first sip, and I'm gonna wait for my co-host. I have not heard from her. help them to do it. It's all of those things. It's the sneakiness for me that I don't like. I really don't like when people are sneaky. It's not a nice feeling when people treat you like you're, and we know exactly what they're doing. Exactly, the ones that are capable and the ones that really we understand, we know, but we keep letting them take advantage of us. We keep letting siblings or parents, boyfriend, girlfriend take advantage of us or friends. And the thing about it is they will lie to your face, disrespect you, uh, try to puppet you, and also project their fears, their insecurities onto you, and that has nothing to do with you. There's a lot of you problem. That's what it is. And that's something that I had to learn, that not all problems are yours to fix. I really had to do a lot of unpacking and working on myself, and in understanding that while you can care about people and you're concerned and you love them, cares about you. Not everybody is a supporter. And that is a trauma that we each need to heal. We each need to work on being better versions of ourselves. We need to work on being our own friend. And we need to learn to work on that no word, saying no to relatives and children and spouse. Happens so often. People try their best to take advantage of us. They really do. People try. They try their absolute best to bring you pain. They try their absolute best to bring hurt into your life, but nobody is going to do things, think that they're smarter than you. And that's one of the things that I absolutely don't like. Individuals who think that they have all the brains and you have nothing in your brain. Like you can't ever know that they're taking advantage of you or playing with you. And this is especially hurtful with. And I see it so often, not just ladies, but also gentlemen, like people playing in your face. Somebody who is not really interested in you. They have there's no way that they're being loyal to you. There's no way that they see a future sexually. It's a lot of reasons why people do what they do and say what they say. But at the end of it, ultimately, we are the ones that have to make a choice what we're going to deal with. We have to make a choice on who we're going to support and all of those things. You have to know who you'll support. You have to know who you're going to, and you got to cut people off. And the main thing about it is that it's so hard when you're doing trauma healing. It's hard to tell people that you care about no. It's hard to tell people that you care about, like, no, you're hurting me or you're playing games with me or whatever it is that the person is doing, that slick tactics, slick behaviors. But when it comes to ourselves, we have to stop playing when it comes to the way we allow people to treat us. That is one trauma that I know for sure that I had to heal inside of myself. I had to stop feeling like I have to walk on eggshells with everybody because you don't. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, good evening, Olivers. You don't have to walk on eggshells with people, especially people who don't respect you or people who are playing games, people who are manipulators and all of those things. We know all of those slick things. And like my sis always that girl says, it's okay as long as you know. But as long as you know, but the people who think that they're playing you, that's where there's a problem. It's a problem when people think they're more intelligent than you are, that you don't know when they're lying to you, when you don't know that, you said this last week and today you're saying this. Like, you catch people in their lies. You catch people in their stories. You catch people in their manipulation, or, you know, what they said it takes, like, if you lie about one thing, you have to tell so many more lies. And that's what it becomes. And it gets to the point where there's zero trust. And when you stop trusting, when you stop being able to trust somebody, it's absolutely not going to work. It's not going to work when you have people who won't tell you the truth or do underhanded and grimy things. That's one of the things that, like, nope. That's one of the things, absolutely no way that I will ever allow people to take advantage of me. Any of you who have ever been to therapy know and understand this point right here. Don't let people play in your face. Don't let people say one thing and treat you another way, because we are in control of the way we allow people to treat us. And there are so many people who they like to treat you like trash. You know why people like to treat individuals like trash? Because they view themselves as trash. See, people treat you how they view themselves. And when a person has a low opinion of themselves, low self esteem, and all they know how to do is step on other people in order to elevate themselves. See, when people, all they do is manipulate other people, when they tell lies all the time, when all they do is hurt, really are very slick and stuff, they don't know how to be their own friend. They don't know how to advocate for themselves. They don't know how to be a friend to themselves. So, how could they ever be a friend to you? How could they ever be supportive to you when they don't even know how to be supportive to themselves? See, I learned this part in going through therapy, that mask. And that's one of the things that I had to learn 100% of my to other people, and whoever those people may be, friend, um, relative, people you know on social media, um, workmates. You cannot gift for you. But what really gets me is those I've been over backwards for, the people you have extended so much kindness and love and support and courtesy, and then they come back and either saying some things. This is one of the things I'll tell you. If people really want to get me upset, this is done so much good for you. And then or the other. Maybe that day or you're not available or something and you can't do it. What really gets to me is when people forget all of the times that you were there for them and they forget about all of those things. So that's something that I honestly, I just can't understand those individuals who always forget about other people. They forget about how good you've been to them, how kind you've been to them, how supportive you've been to them. They don't get it, you know? They really don't get it. And I don't know. You have to you really have to identify who people are. And then you just have to say, how am I going to handle this person? Am I going to keep letting these individuals take advantage of me or am I going to cut them off? That those are the two usually things that you can do. Either you can help. Are you going to stick around? Are you going to allow people to take advantage of you? Are you going to allow people to keep manipulating you? But that it's very hurtful. It really hurts a lot when you're there for people and then they slap you in the face or they stab you in the back. So it's hard, and it's especially hard when it's somebody that you trusted, a person that you thought was your friend, and they most definitely aren't your friend. So, it's just a warning, everybody. It's just for us to, a lot of times that we'll feel like our relatives or people that we love, we hold them to a higher standard. We'll let them keep using us. We'll keep letting them play us. And we don't say anything. And our feelings will be hurt. We'll be sad about it. We'll feel heartbroken, but we won't voice that. We definitely need to communicate how we feel and tell people, you did this and this, and I don't like it. I'm not going to allow you to treat me like this. I will not allow you to treat me like garbage, because so many people they treat you like garbage. But the thing is, do you keep taking it? And that's one of the things that therapy helped me with. Everybody is different, but I had to learn to find my voice, especially it's time for me to cut them off, knowing when I don't like things and knowing that I don't have to do everything for everybody. That's yeah, that's tough. That's a tough thing when you feel um you feel like betrayed. I think that's the treat them this way. And then they're acting slick. They're acting slick and they're being very disrespectful. And it's like, no, mm-mm. No, no, no. Don't keep taking it. Don't keep allowing it. And that's one of the things that I had to learn is to stop being so kind and loving to everybody, but they're not being kind and loving to you. You have to learn how to be a friend to yourself first. Other people will be a friend to you. You have to support yourself first before you support other people. And I say that and I repeat it, hoping that maybe one of the ladies here, maybe one of the gentlemen here that are listening, that you are not a doormat. You're not just on this earth to give to other people. You are also here to receive. You should be loved. You should, people should give to people in your life being slick, playing games with you. Mm-mm. Then those are the people that you just leave them alone. Just leave them alone, walk away, and all of those things. I think that's one of the best things that you can ever do is just walk away when you're not growing. But for me, not everybody, I'm just speaking for myself, until that kind of confidence because I had to go all the way year old me when people mistreated me and when people didn't support me. I felt like I always had to do it. Like I felt forced that I had no other options. And we do have other options. We have the option to love ourselves. We have the option to set boundaries. We have that. We have. You have to be a friend to yourself before you can be a friend to other people. And most people have it backwards. They will be supportive to their children, to a spouse, to this person, to that person, and they spread themselves so thin. Like, let's stop spreading ourselves so thinly. I just, I don't like that. I don't like when people spread themselves so thin because how do I know? Because I did that for such a long time. Such a long time. I used to spread myself so thin. I used to be worn out. Hey, realist, how are you doing? I used to be so worn out, so just terrible all the time, treated me terrible, and they would run over me, and it's like, and we keep letting them, like, in front of them, we don't like it, we're upset, and as soon as they leave, then you'll be talking to friends or other relatives and other people instead of dealing with it. The way they treat you is slick with you, like calling you out of your name, backstabbing you, using you, disrespecting you, manipulating you. Like, we're not puppets. No, we are not going to do that. We're not puppets. We're not to be played with. No, we're absolutely not doing that. But to be a friend to myself. And unfortunately, a lot of times we didn't, well, I can say me, I didn't learn from my upbringing how to be a friend to myself. I didn't learn that I don't always have to say yes. And we don't. You don't have to say yes because that's your husband or wife or that's your friend. Those are all titles. They're all human beings. They're all people. But if they're being slick to you, if they're being disrespectful, if they're playing games with you, you need to leave them alone. You need to step back. I think that's one of the best things that you can ever do. You got to give people some space and some room. Relationship is toxic. Um, you know that that person cheats on you. You know that person, like you've been with them for a long. or somebody who only talks to you, calls you, or texts you when they want something. We all know that classic sign. As soon as you see the phone ring or that text come in, you're like, oh boy, what do they want? I know they want something. You know what I mean? And when you really start paying attention, food or the beginning of the month when they don't have food, but what about the in between? Do they call you during those times? Or maybe they want you to give them a ride somewhere. Help them with something like, oh, can I borrow? And it's always, can I borrow some money? Right. But you know, those same people have not returned the money that they borrowed the last, know exactly what they're doing. But, you know, it is what it is. And that's just what I'm talking about. It is what it is. So we have to wise up and know our worth. And I know that that's something that it's easier said than done. It's shout out to the ladies in this chat. Shout out to the gentlemen in this chat. You are worthy. Okay. You are capable. You are deserving of being respected. You deserve to be respected. You deserve kindness. Or here we go. Like, here's another thing: people who are think they're slick, especially relatives, um, asking you how you're doing when what they're really doing